When you want to go on a vacation, you know what to do and you go and enjoy the holiday. However, when you want happiness, there seems to be no definite path and you often end up unhappy. You aspire for wonderful relationships but find conflict and stress in your interactions with loved ones. You attribute it to bad luck and accept that it was never meant to be. It doesn't occur to you that perhaps you were barking up the wrong tree. When you plant a coconut seed, it will only yield coconuts. No amount of beseeching or praying will give mangoes. To get mangoes, you need to sow mango seeds. Similarly, if you want happiness, you must plant the appropriate seeds. Harmonious relationships are the result of loving attitude. You are ignorant of the law of karma, which says for every cause there is an effect and every effect has an underlying cause. At the present moment, you are a victim of your past actions. This is your prarabdha, destiny, the sum total of all your past thoughts, desires, and actions. This is final, it cannot change. However, every moment you have the wonderful gift of Purushartha, self-effort, which is independent of destiny and completely under your control. You are free to choose every thought and action. Once completed, you are its victim. As long as you think everything is predestined, you feel weak and powerless. When you realize that everything springs from you, you regain your zest and enthusiasm. The law is, as you think, so you become. Your thoughts are the blueprint that make your personality and circumstance. A happy mind creates a happy world. An ill-tempered mind projects an angry world. A small mind focuses on petty, insignificant things. A mature mind sees beauty and grandeur in the universe. Look at life with joy and enthusiasm, and sadness vanishes. Life's misleading. That which gives instant pleasure gives lifelong sorrow, and true happiness appears in the garb of sorrow. Not knowing this, for a few seconds of pleasure, you give up a lifetime of happiness. So understand the law and abide by it. This does not mean you have to lead a boring life. Enjoy what the world has to offer, but invest in building your inner reserves. Develop sincerity of action, purity of heart, and clarity of thought, which will assure you a life of prosperity, happiness, and growth. Great leaders have a goal beyond their selfish, self-centered interests. They embrace a higher cause, achieve success, are happy, and grow into towering personalities. The Bhagavad Gita helps cultivate oneness, cooperation, and harmony. The adrenaline that comes with competition is replaced by the quiet strength of love. You move from a deeply entrenched feeling of antagonism to that of understanding and respect. You shift from isolation to communication, and finally to communion with the divine. The Bhagavad Gita gives knowledge. It speaks of the impermanence of the world, so it's unwise to depend on the world. When you're no longer satisfied with the trivial, insignificant things, you begin to search for the permanent. Knowledge lends clarity, with which you become a sharp, creative thinker. You achieve success effortlessly. You are happy as you're no longer resting on the impermanent world, and you transform into a Mahatma.